Hey, beloved, Namaste. Let there be love now. Let there be light. I want to speak about the heart and the mind. I feel only love, and I want to share this love. Anyway, always speaking same topic, I feel, for years. But every time going more deeper. As the realization goes more deeper, the manifestation, the creation, the teaching is deeper. The understanding, the heart and the mind. Heart is where I am, where God is, where is love. And the mind is action, manifestation, the creation in the heart. How to put in action in the mind. So, yes, everybody is telling in heavens and on earth, who knows? Live in the heart, go in the heart, lose your mind. Mind is not real. Yes, this is true. Because we have to understand why. Like it's been said millions of times, for millions of years, okay, 300,000 and something, we are living in the mind matrix in this world. The mind disconnected from the heart doesn't know what to manifest, only his fears, only darkness. Because I am in the heart. Love is in the heart. Without love, there's no creation. I am not. So we live in a world of mind and minds. My mind is separated from everybody else. It's a prison. And as in the matrix of the mind, heart is disconnected. The mind is disconnected from the heart. I'm asking myself, who am I? What is the purpose? Why am I alone? Why am I separated? Why am I here? And the fears, because there's no connection to God, the center of the universe, to love in the heart. So fear. And manifestation of the mind is what you see in the world. It is not the police controlling and the military and Trump and Obama and whoever Putin. No, they are just the manifestation of your mind. Our mind, our collective creation, which is now getting purged out as mind is getting defeated on the global scale. That's why so much darkness and insanity in the world. And on Facebook, mind, I see those who govern in mind now have really big problems. Because as the higher light is telling to the mind, surrender, you are no longer in control. The mind gets insane. Like a king who was ruling for eons, and now somebody tells him, no, you are no more a king, you are now a servant. So what is the reaction of the mind? In order to remain in position of a ruler, supreme ruler of yourself, he will do anything, even make you suffer 300 lifetimes more, just to be the king of your mansion, which is not a mansion if disconnected from the heart. No gold, love is gold. It's the poor hut that can be blew away and break down by every wind and every water and every storm. Mind disconnected from the heart depends on what others think, what others say, what others approve, what others believe, what others accept. because I am in the heart. I am the truth. So when I'm disconnected, I'm living in the mind, I am not the truth, I'm a lie. So my lie has to be proven by everyone else to be truth. Theories, academic work, all the great scholars, they are proven by idiots who also live in mind. And they collectively in mind decide that this is the truth. And theory comes. And on that lie, they base another theory. And that lie becomes a fact. Just because it was before that lie now. And after some time, that lie that was built upon, it's a fact. And it's voted on. And I see this on Facebook. Like, people want to challenge you. People want to talk it out. So you tell them that you are wrong, and they are right. People want to vote. People still think that is the mind that is ruling. And if the masses will accept, if here on my post they will accept and agree, then it's truth. If not, then I have to defend it in my mind. So I prove it. To whom? Not to God, but to the image that did not created me, to created confusion. That's how mind works. Many say I'm weird last 2 months. Well, when you live in the heart, and when you know what to create with your mind exactly, and you're doing this like now, then when somebody challenges you, why would you need to answer to anybody but God? I am in the heart. I am the truth. I know. It doesn't matter what I think. This is the mind game. So they can be right. But let them go away. I don't need this here. I not go after them, because I'm the heart. I standing in my own power. Heart and mind together are the lion. Leave everybody alone and create from the heart, manifest in the mind, with the mind, and let them be. But let yourself also be. If you let them be, that's what heart feels. Everything goes inverted, as it should be in the beginning. God knows the truth. It doesn't matter. Let them fight it out. Let them talk it out. If they all accept, it would not change anything. If all deny also, only the mind, disconnected from the heart, thinks that it matters. What they think, what they accept. And that's karma, that's attachment, that's mind matrix created everywhere. And we want to take this non-essential path. But it doesn't work in this way. Heart is creation. Why? Because God is creator. Creates with his love. Everything that's created is love. It's her. And God in love is in your heart. So creation is in your heart. Manifestation in the mind. So as you ascend into your heart, live from the heart, you know what God knows. And source is in your heart. Source is source of everything. Root will give you water for you to grow. And the sun, not other leaves. We are the leaves of a tree of life, but we depend on other leaves and we dry up. That's a new example. You must depend on the root. And we can create oxygen, the fresh air, with a leaf. Root is in the heart. mind is very important, but it has to be defeated. It has to surrender, like computer has to be reset. Shut down. Surrender, pay obeisance to the heart, to God, beloved mind. You've been running this stupid show too long. Lying down in prostration, surrender. You go offline. Then, this is important, to lose the mind. That's why so much confusion, because some articles say mind, some say lose the mind. It's a gradual process. If we are living in the mind, we have to lose the mind first. Surrender it. Then we anchor the heart, like I see myself months, only heart. Now, mind, important for creation, for manifestation of creation. But mind has to be defeated first, and the heart has to be anchored, that you really live in the heart, that you are in the heart, that mind doesn't matter anymore, what it thinks, what it suggests, that God knows. And when you are really anchored in the heart, then you can activate the mind from the heart. Made it gold. Manifestation of the mind is no more fear and darkness and this hell around. Now, as from the heart where God is in love, mind gets illuminated in gold. Mind manifests what God creates in love. That's ascension. So mind is just not dying, defeated. But he doesn't know. You're running the show. You think you are the mind, maybe. He thinks he will die, agitated by everything, self-defensive, wants to exhibit all its madness and fears upon you and everything, because it doesn't know. As it surrenders, as it resets and comes back online from the heart, it becomes gold. It becomes all what we ever wanted to be, because his position in human body was never to be a king. This is the perverted archon perversion, to make mind a king. It was created in human being only to manifest the heart, you know, as on the beginning. It can be easy if you're a person who feels, who lives in the heart anyway, who was more feeling, more artistic, more like this, music, dancing, softness, poetry. If you have this nature, it's not so hard as these times. But you have nature of thinking, studying, talking things out, learning in the way that we have to talk about it, getting information. If you have the mind set to run you, then it's not so easy. So I feel blessed. They told me this is not a blessing, but my mind is so crazy that if I would ever be in a mind run, what would I manifest? I use my mind for show, for comedy, like Jim Carrey, and for like that posts you think they're serious, but they're show. I use its madness. He doesn't use as me. I use it I play with it. I create, make people laugh, make people giggle, make people say, what the fuck? Comedy. Use the mind. Yeah, mind is crazy. Now it's getting better. Softer. Because as mind doesn't anymore run the show, I can give you an example. In the store, you're going with your child, you know, and the child is screaming out loud, I want candy, blah! And drops down on the floor and wants that Snickers there and you know it's bad for him and you won't give that shit. And if you give, he will scream next time even more and more and he will learn. Child will learn, if I scream in the shop, I get the candy. Good, I get all the poison. Very good. I'll scream every time and mama will give. But if mama plays like child doesn't exist, let it scream. Let him scream. I will buy you good stuff here, something from honey and raisins. Here, you scream. Next time he will scream, but little less. Next time he will also scream, but fourth time he will stop, maybe. Depends on the child, also depends on the mind. So if you listen to the mind, if you follow the mind, if you say what he wants you to say, if you do what he wants you to do, and you ain't going in the trouble. It's a training. I train myself every day because my mind is crazy and has temper of Moses. Doesn't mean anything, but can create something that hurts somebody. And I can be, and I would not mean anything, just autistic, fairy attitude. And next second I would be okay, but that person maybe not, because living in the mind. So my mind can offend. Fairy have attitude. Fairies use the crazy mind to shake the mind with remarks that are like, what? That's the mind of a fairy. So use your mind for creation. If it's crazy, use it for comedy. My mind is multi-structured. It's crazy, wise, deep, poetic, romantic, everything's there. So I can use it for many stuff. Crazy, insane, all is there. I have a rainbow in the mind. So what you have in the mind, you use. But live in the heart. Anchor yourself in the heart. Lose your mind first, if mind governs you. Because as you will more and more live in your heart, live in your power, and trust God in your heart, more and more your mind gets golden. And more you will know what you came here to use your mind for. And you will do just that. And you will also know what irritates you, even if it pleases everybody else, you will not do it. Because in the heart, God has planted the creation that you have to create. Not in the mind. Mind will manifest it. So as you anchor yourself in the heart, stay in your power, meditate, create what you know you can, and know is in your heart, and do just that, not what others want, you will find your work in your heart, your creation. And with your mind, the manifestation. Pray for me, I want a big YouTube channel, but I need a miracle to make it happen. That's first step I want. It seems like reachable now. I pray for everybody of you, for your dreams to manifest from your mind. but my heart creates and manifests it from mind. And as we live in the heart, we will start cooperate. We will start sharing. We will start caring. We will start doing together. And we will use our minds not for fighting, for you are right, I am God, you are not, and all this bullshit of the mind, but for manifestation of heaven and earth in unity from the heart. Not in fighting about things that won't bring heaven to earth. Only demons are laughing because they are fighting over God. Really, we have to. That's why I don't allow anything on my wall. Any opposition, it gets like, I have inside I have one guard standing in front of my Facebook page. That's also my mind. It chases all the bullies out. And also all who are too loud in the mind. Because I'm very sensitive, I feel everything. I have to guard my heart also. And everybody who's nice in my page also have to guard them and protect them from all this negative stuff. So we can, because I in the heart know what is my creation. So my mind doesn't have to be right when somebody comes to challenge and bully. My mind can just block them and create what I know in the heart to create. But the mind disconnected from the heart, he will start to defend himself, fight and drain energy, and then write 6 pages about what happened 3 days and like that. Better just to let it out in one post and let it be funny and make people giggle. I like to do that. Something like that. Use your mind well, but live in the heart. Now just to go a little bit in the science, spiritual behind it, and then I'd call it the day for today. Today I feel great, but some days ascension symptoms and embodiment is like tilt. I decided not to force myself when I not feel, but only create like that, enjoy. So if I don't feel 3 days, 3 days, only some small messages. But I declare I feel every day great, but this doesn't mean every day had to be here, because so much love is to give everywhere. And what I have in the heart, but my mind thought I owe something to somebody. That's mind disconnected from the heart, but was disturbed. I know in my heart I don't like messenger and these things, talking and this. I know I'm not personal advisor. I know I'm a cut. I know I can give one advice, one word, and I know I'm here to do that, what I'm now doing, and healing outside, and grid work in forest and everything. So, but my mind was thinking I owe something and like this, and it was irritating. But now I know it's not my work. There are others who love to be messenger, and God will send them to talk to them. In the heart, you know. Mind is a slave, heart is a master. And heart, only when you will do from the heart what you came here to do, you will give 100%, 144%. And your mind will manifest 100% more than you would if you would do something out of duty and because they want something you don't like. Then you will only do 8%. Like that. So just a little science. Heart is goddess, love, and God is in love with goddess. And the mind represents masculine energy, which has no purpose. It doesn't serve his love. Understand, darkness without light. So all it creates and manifests is darkness. It has no blueprint for creation, only madness and fears and the power game. I slam goddamn black flag. God disconnected from goddess. You know, the heart is God also. God is love. So how to understand this mind, this masculine energy? Because God and love are one. And if love is casted one out, God becomes nothing. Your empty mind, darkness. It creates only suffering and sufferers. So as it again listens to love, the heart, and creates, manifests what love creates, again has purpose. King is here to lift the queen up. Sky is dark for stars to shine. There's no stars, no moon if heart is disconnected, only dark sky. Cold vacuum. All fears come true. Lost. Like once I did one post, I'm all lost without my love. And some people got serious and come comforting me. No, I'm a poet. I said God is all lost without his love, not me. This is what it is. And that's why we all are lost. And darkness everywhere. So, mind gets purpose. It exists only for stars and moon to shine, to create all the beauty. It is her, the creation. Mind manifests her everywhere, in life, within and all around. Opposites united, king and queen, god and goddess. Also, mind and heart. But heart is running the show, the carriage. Like on the end of Bhagavad Gita, you have, I said this in other video about mind and the heart, I'll say it again for the end. You have the general of evil army. Anyway, this war was in Lemuria. The Krishna Dwaraka was part of Lemuria. It's still underwater. And everything was destroyed, finished. Only Krishna survived and his 5 brothers at that place. And on the end, Duryodhana, he represents the mind, the evil general, opposing general, who wanted to destroy the kingdom. And anyway, everything was destroyed after. We all know that. Regardless the names we call them, cities and everything. Some of us remember and get emotional. But okay. In the end, Duryodhana, the mind, was shot by multiple arrows of Arjuna. He represents the mind. Krishna represents the heart. Krishna was leading the army, but he didn't fight. Arjuna was leading. Krishna was only like servant, driving the carriage of his servant, because he agreed he will not fight. And the army was smaller, much smaller, army of the heart. And the big army was there of the Duryodhana. Krishna even given his army to him. Anyway, I'll not go for this story, why he given. It's a strange story, just to prove that he cannot do nothing. So in the end, all was destroyed. Brahmastras were destroyed everything. It was like total devastation. And in the end, the last one that got dropped was Duryodhana, the general of opposing army that attacked. So, as blood ran out of him and Krishna was standing in front of him, Krishna represents the heart. So, he started looking to Krishna and he just said like this, "Oh, Krishna, you're so beautiful. Now this evil blood is running out of me. All this poison I consumed. I love you," he said. "I surrender what I've done. I surrender." And Krishna said, "You are safe. You are okay." And his spirit ascended. So, in the end of Bhagavad Gita story, Duryodhana is not defeated only in the army of demons, but he ascends. Because he, on the last moment, he surrendered in fullness. Even though he destroyed everything. All the world, we can say. He surrendered and was blessed. And that's the story of our mind. That's the story of ascension now. Kurukshetra, the battlefield is our body. Krishna is the heart. 5 Pandavas are 5 senses. The Duryodhana, the mind, the general who wants to keep us in this world to suffer in hell and want to keep this world. And this destruction and blasts of this advanced weapons and everything what was used represents what's happening in your body now, in your being, ascension, destruction of old. And the mind must surrender. And then we ascend. And we are one with heart, one with Krishna, one with Christ. And the mind can manifest. We create from the heart. But that story is amazing. I will go one time deep in this analogy behind the story because everything is there. Every fighter has a purpose in your body, in your spirit, in everything. Everything was, it happened, but it's a story, lesson, like everything what happened in this matrix to teach generations after. You see, even such things were manifested from the heart to teach. So it was creation of something greater, although it was this total destruction that time. So yes. And that time again, the heart was shut down completely, and we call it modern history starting after. We don't remember that heart before again. But now it's time to do it, to defeat the mind, like Arjuna did in this war with love. Accept him as he surrenders to you again, to your heart. And we can create. Because man has no purpose mind if he don't carry the woman love. And dance, she cannot dance if he's not holding her up, manifesting. She's giving balance to creation, spinning, motion. So, this is, even I say this video was beautiful, and I want to, all of my videos be so beautiful. I love you all from the heart, and I'll do my best to manifest something good. I want to manifest something so good that I can help everybody who I love to manifest greater things. That's the creation of my heart, and that's my work, what I'm doing now. and using my mind. I'm focused for that, what I'm here to do. I love you as myself from the heart, but we have to manifest with the mind all what we know we are here to do. But we have to live in the power of heart and trust God in the heart and let God illuminate the mind in love in God. Let us create and bring all things back to love from the heart, manifested with the mind in action, love in action. I am you, we are love in action. Namaste. Namaste.